doubleheader here at the Wachovia Center with Kentucky and UAB coming up later. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz and Billy Packer, and the one seeds now 87-0 all time. But at practice yesterday, Albany showed up with T-shirts that said, "Why not us?"
Well, someday, somewhere. But, Jim, it's not going to happen again tonight.
Okay.
I won't give into that.
Well, let's look at some of the players to watch, and we begin with Rudy Gay of the Huskies.
Well, one of the most gifted players in college basketball. Will this be a tournament that he starts to show exactly what he can do? Jamar Wilson, Conference Player of the Year, an explosive guard, big city kid. I'm sure he's liking this challenge.
They do have a big kid on the Albany side. Kirsten Zollner, 7'1" senior from Germany, matched up against the Big East Defensive Player of the Year, Hilton Armstrong, at 6'11". And this game brought to you on HD TV by Harris Corporation, world leader in broadcast systems for high-definition television and mobile media. The officials, Richard Cartmel, Antonio Petty, Robert Staffen, John Cal, the alternate, as we get set to begin things in the nighttime session in Philly.
It's not often that Rudy Gay looks at the man he's jumping against in the throat.
Yes.
That's how much bigger Zollner is. Gay gets the tap.
And Albany in its first ever NCAA Division I tournament. And Marcus Williams, top assist man in the Big East. Some say might be the best point guard, pure point guard in the country. Over to Gay, inside to go. Boom, will kick it back out, and they'll reset.
Now you can see what they're having. Jamar Wilson play off of Williams, giving him the jump shot.
Trying to get it in low and taken away by the Great Danes and Brent Wilson.
Now a straight man-to-man matchup is exactly what Albany will play. No funky zone, no mix and match defense. They're going after a man-to-man. Nice cut.
Tough shot, bounced around to Gay, and UConn's already going to bring in a sub. It's going to be Jeff Adrian coming right in after the Huskies' first trip down the floor. Jim Calhoun said, "I'm bringing Boone to the bench to have a word with him."
I'll tell you what, he is quick pulling that Josh Boone out of ball games.
Brian Lillis called for the foul for Albany. And this Albany team at 21-10.
They've got a lot of size, Jim. When you put Zollner down there in the middle, Brent Wilson, pretty good size player. It's a tough matchup for Lillis right here.
Rudy Gay hits the jumper to open up the scoring.
He's got size on him and quickness. Lillis from Iowa, and obviously has some pretty good genes in his family. His sister, one of the great players in Iowa basketball history at the university.
Here's Wilson, and that one spins around and out, and Armstrong clears it for UConn. Oh, what a pass. He's so good at that on the go. Wilson in there and the others, and they help force the turnover. There's Will Brown, the 34-year-old head coach of Albany. They won the America East title, Billy, and they won the conference tournament automatic bid by beating Vermont in the conference final, tournament final.
Well, he's impressed me what he's done at Albany, and what he did at Sullivan County Community College was even more impressive in terms of national junior college reputation. An awesome record. But this is the first appearance Albany's ever had in the NCAA tournament. It's amazing what this school has done going to Division I and being this good this quickly.
Going through the whole process. It comes out of the conference that made it to the Sweet 16 last year with Vermont. Jamar Wilson on the go, missing the shot. He's had a couple of looks.
You notice Josh Boone's right back in there. Jim Calhoun just wanted to make a statement to him.
And it's off his leg. Back to Albany.
He's frustrated. Nice job by Rudy Gay to say, "Come on, Josh, get in this ball game with us."
Jim Calhoun's first game as a coach in the tournament as a Hall of Famer. Went in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm glad you finished that sentence. I was wondering where you were going.
You were ready to pounce. But he went in September. It was announced on the Monday of the championship game last year in St. Louis. Of course, he has 30 games of the season to go through at 27-3. But first tournament game as a Hall of Famer. NCAA tournament game. They were ousted in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament a week ago in New York, Syracuse. That pass shot taken into the first row by Rudy Gay as Lucius Jordan tried to challenge.
I tell you, this may be 1 versus 16, but Jim Calhoun is pacing the sidelines like I haven't seen him pace in a long time. He is really into this ball game.
Lillis gets it in just in time.
Ooh, what a shot.
2 on the shot clock. Got a piece of the rim. Zollner out to Jordan with a 3. There you go. 3-2 Albany.
There's that hit-ahead pass again by Williams.
That basket, Billy, creates our first lead change of the day in Philadelphia. After we had 2 wire-to-wire winners in the afternoon, Arizona and Villanova. Denham Brown with a 3.
Denham's been playing so well. A terrific block out by Lucius Jordan.
Underneath, Jordan, yes.
Made the play by using the rim to shield off the defender. This team is not intimidated, just like in the first game. Monmouth did a terrific job against Villanova. A double down on Josh Boone's got to leave somebody open.
UConn's turned it over 3 of its 5 trips. Inside, Boone fouled by Zollner. They've got to be careful with Zollner now if you're Albany.
Well, Williams is making some crazy passes this early in the ball game, Jim, trying to thread needles. And very similar to what Villanova did. The ones in the 16s always try to go for knockouts right away. And if it doesn't work, it becomes a frustrating game because they get out of sync.
All that foul, Billy, not on Zollner, but Brent Wilson. Boone hits the first. Of course, Boone with all that NCAA tournament pedigree. Started as a freshman on that championship team that won the title over Georgia Tech and San Antonio, 04. 1 of 2. Lamar Wilson, he is quick.
He is quick. Not afraid to take it in traffic.
Brent Wilson lost it, but Zollner for the second time keeps the possession alive. Brent Wilson off the mark. Lillis crashing. Inside, up, and good.
This team's pretty tough. Got some hard-nosed kids.
And they got a steal.
These passes, Jim, are knockout throws, and they are not the way Connecticut ought to be playing early in this ball game. Jim Calhoun has to be beside himself. It's a pretty good team. You need to play a solid ball game to start. And you can obviously see that Albany is not intimidated.
Wilson puts it up left hand, and it's 9-3. Great Danes. They got some size, they got some speed. They got a whole lot of energy, and another turnover coming up.
If you're Jim Calhoun, you don't want to wait maybe here for the TV timeout.
Well, he's going to get the TV timeout.
He's going to go with Anderson, too.
Why not us? That's what Albany said. Coming in to lead 9-3 at the first break.
To the true fan, the whole year comes down to just one weekend. The 2006 NCAA Men's Final Four. In the biggest ticket giveaway in NCAA history, only Pontiac is sending 100 fans to see it live. You have 4 days left to get to your Pontiac dealer. Get your ID number, log it in at ncaasports.com/Pontiac, and see if these seats will be yours when the Final Four comes down to just one. Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA.
Introducing Papa's new Perfect Pan Meats Pizza.
Yeah, we got it.
Our golden pan crust, deep and square, piled with pepperoni, sausage, ham, and bacon, with a zesty new Robusto sauce. Try a large Perfect Pan Meats Pizza for just $12.99. $12.99. Call now or order at papajohns.com and we'll deliver.
Better ingredients, better pizza, and now a better pan. Papa John's.
Yeah, we got it.
Anything in play we should be looking at?
One stock I'm seeing some early interest in is BENG, trading at 16.18, 19% retracement from a recent high of 20. Looks like we've just completed the second leg of a bullish ABC up pattern.
Only Power E-Trade Pro gives you upgraded charting, trailing stops, and bracketed orders, all for $6.99 to $9.99 per trade, so you can be ahead of the curve.
That's the way I see it. Back to you.
When you get a cold, you can't always slow down, but you can feel better, faster, with NyQuil each night and DayQuil each day. Together, they'll give you the relief you need to keep going. So leave the coughing, aching, and fever behind with NyQuil each night and DayQuil each day. Feel better, faster.
Since you haven't had an accident for over 3 years, I got you a great discount. Okay. And I even got you a discount for having your airbags.
Booyah!
And because you have your renter's insurance with us, you save even more. Now you're covered, so to speak.
Oh, baby, Yankee! Bobby. Oh! Oh! We good.
Join our 40 million fans as State Farm salutes NCAA March Madness. Call an agent today.
Our Southwest Airlines sideline report, as you see Will Brown and his Great Danes on a 9-1 run after Rudy Gay hit the game's first basket, 9-1 since. And what did you see over in the UConn huddle during the break?
I saw Jim Calhoun very upset with his team. He got Marcus Williams as he went over to the sideline before he ever sat down and said, hey, you can tell, get under control. They're trying to go for home run passes on every toss.
Jeff Adrian is in for the Huskies, number 4. There he is defending. And Rashad Anderson now defending on the ball, the sharpshooter. Best 6th man in the country, number 31.
I think Wilson can take him a little bit off the dribble. Almost walked on that play, not called. Very patient.
Well, they've got under 8 on the shot clock. Back out to Brent Wilson. He's got an open 3, feet planted short. And Marcus Williams will run it up the floor. Inside the Boone. Soft hook for 2.
A good job by Zollner not to foul on that play.
Driving in, Jamar Wilson, and look at Zollner wisely backing off the tap.
I think Anderson will have all kinds of problems with Wilson.
He's got some quickness, doesn't he?
And he dribbles low to the floor. A city player.
Gay driving, dishing, stolen. Jamar Wilson.
You see he was going to try to get Gay to run over the top of him, pick up the cheap foul. Well, they're playing behind Zollner, giving him a chance to touch the ball anytime he wants to.
Short with the shot over Boone. UConn ready to bring in Denham Brown and Greg Austrie.
And Zollner's asking to come out. He's a little tired. Another steal.
Can you believe how many times they've stolen it already? That's 7 steals.
It is, and Jim, the reason for it is Marcus Williams made this game very uncomfortable in style, is the way that Connecticut's playing. Normally, he's under control. He's been out of control so far in this game.
Jordan, jumper. Tipped around to Gay. And it's Adrian on the dunk.
A little bit too easy is the way Albany's been playing their defense.
Lillis, nifty dribbling, gives it up. Zollner jumper.
Well, Zollner's tired, Jim, and when you are, you take a shot that you don't want to put up. But he makes a steal, another one.
He got back down on the floor. Timeout called by Albany. They see it. Tell you they're going to bring in 2 subs after the break, including Levi Levine right there with the headband. He took off his warm-up, did not have his jersey on underneath. Had to go to the locker room to put it on.
Check it out. I got the NCAA March Madness, baby.
You don't have her. You have March Sadness.
Well, check this out.
Singular meet.
The bench was this young man, Levi Levine, senior from New York, and when he took his warm-up top off, there was nothing but a t-shirt on underneath. He did not have the jersey. The whole bench began to laugh, and off he ran under the tunnel back to the locker room.
So back in the days when guys used to wear those long warm-up pants, I know many a man.
Don't tell me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
also brought in Jimmy Covington, 54, after setting some picks. Yachty in for the first time, almost hits the three. And the boxing out leads to an offensive rebound. Here's Levine with the three. And Denham Brown's first action over to Austria, who also checks in for the first time.
Denham Brown has really been playing some outstanding basketball for Connecticut down this stretch. Good pass, good look.
So the Huskies back within 2. This is John Yachty, 14, with the ball, sophomore from York, Pennsylvania. He could pop it from the outside. He had 6 threes in a game at Pauley Pavilion early in the season.
Austria on Williams. Now there's a switch.
Levine puts it up and out to Boone. Austria now with the ball. Freshman who started the first 11 games of the year as Marcus Williams was suspended for the first third of the season.
Austria settling this team down with it, getting into their half-court offense much better with him on the floor.
Here's Austria on the drive, looking for the tying basket, and UConn has come back to tie it as Albany's missed its last 6 shots. The Great Danes had surprised everyone here with a lead at one time of 9-3.
I'm surprised Jim Calhoun's going to take Austria out of the ball game. He's got Williams right back up there now.
Anderson almost steals it. Jamar Wilson will challenge Anderson, then kick it to the corner. Levine stepping in the paint. Jordan, he's hit one of these. A 3, no. Last touch by Albany. So we're almost halfway through the first half. 16-1, tied at 11.
If technology exists,
Connecticut going for the knockout punch early. Williams trying to make the spectacular tough plays instead of playing solid, and Albany took advantage of it.
Albany with 19 field goal tries versus only 6 for UConn, because they're either turning it over or making, and that hit the back of the glass. They say it was touched by an Albany player on the way up, so it'll stay with the Huskies. Albany about a 4.5-hour drive away, of course, the capital city of New York. And again, their first ever appearance in the NCAAs. Rudy Gay with the offensive rebound. Yachty thought he had knocked it off Gay, but they'll say again, the Great Danes the last to touch it.
Gay was going to catch that ball and wheel right back into the basket. He had a good idea, didn't quite have a hold of it. It's a zone out of bounds situation.
Soft hook, Boone, no, yes. Don't give up on it too soon. And Boone, who got pulled after the first trip down the floor, had a little exchange there with the coach, just a little coaching on the side. He's got 7 now. He's come out hot. Zollner underneath for the easy basket.
Power move there against the best shot blocking team in the country that had two of their 3 big men in position to block that shot.
Jordan Armstrong looking around.
Another steal.
This Jamar Wilson's got quick hands and feet. And outside he was pushed by Rudy Gay. Albany, a school with, well, about 12,000 undergrads, founded in 1844 with the graduate program. There's 17,000 enrollment. Found as Albany Normal College in 1844. That pass deflected by Denham Brown. But there's Brent Wilson picking up the loose change.
Who do you want to give that assistant to? Jamar Wilson will get it, but Connecticut touched it right before the layup.
Well, their coach, Will Brown, he told us yesterday, Billy, this is going to be the first game all year where we're going to play loose. It's Boone in the paint. Picked up by Brent Wilson. He lost it going back the other way to UConn. We won't be in awe of UConn, he assured us. You see Greg Clark set with the singular at the half and the singular Naismith update. Live look-ins coming up singular at the half.
Well, this Albany team has faced 8 ranked teams This year they played UCLA to a nice ball game out on the West Coast. Obviously, none of those games are played at home, although they have played 4 of those against Syracuse. 1 did go to Albany.
That's a 3. 3 by Marcus Williams. Yeah, they went out there and played it, Paul. They played them to a 6-point game.
They also played Florida early in the year before Florida was ranked. So they've taken on some tough teams.
The 3 by Marcus Williams gives UConn the lead.
And they lost 3 overtime games this year. Their record will be even better.
Sigur's in the game for the first time, and last touched by the Great Danes. They turn it over for the first time. Well, and this is, again, Will Brown, 34 years old, in his 5th year as the head coach. His biggest concern, he felt, going in this game is could we stay with him, he said, rebounding.
Well, so far, because of the knockout blows that Connecticut trying to do with passes that have been tough inside, rebounding hasn't been an issue.
Denham Brown hits the jumper for the Huskies, up 3.
Denham Brown could be the difference maker. Just as we all know Anderson is coming off the bench, Denham Brown is a starter, has been so solid.
I'll tell you, Denham Brown, though, Billy, the last 4 games of the season, including that Syracuse game in the Big East tournament, he's averaged about 20 a game. Under 8 to go first half. Huskies by 3. MyCokeRewards.com/NCAA to play Coca-Cola NCAA Championship Run 2006.
They're going to be Zollner going to the foul line. I watched him yesterday. Looked like a fairly good stroke, but he's only shooting 46% from the foul line. As a team, Albany's shooting almost 71%. So when you've got a man that's going to the line over 100 times down there below 50, you can see how well the other guys are doing.
UConn with its 9th player now to enter the game. Ed Nelson, number 32, is in for the Huskies. And Zollner at the line for a pair. That is a good look at stroke.
Yes, I watched him yesterday in practice, and it was a fine stroke to be way down there.
And there's Ed Nelson, who began his college career at Georgia Tech and had a fine freshman go of it, but transferred to UConn. Had to sit out the championship year as a transfer. And at times this year, spot duty, he's given them some big minutes.
He was the ACC Freshman of the Year.
That's something.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Another big body in there for the Huskies. Rudy Gay, fadeaway.
Beautiful step back jumper right over Ziger.
It's the highest arcing jumper in college basketball. It comes down wet.
Ziger's 6'4", if that. No problem for Rudy Gay to shoot right over the top of him. Great play by Denham Brown.
And Jordan able to break up the fast break. He deflected that.
Oh, absolutely. The officials missed that.
Oh, they're going to give it to Albany. And another turnover in the books. It shouldn't have been one, but UConn committed the first 8 turnovers of the game. Now they're up to 10.
I tell you, Jim Calhoun tonight is trigger on mistakes that are made by players. That's going to put Williams right down, but that ball was tipped. Pick and roll, same play they ran before, and he could deliver.
And Zollner dunks it down for a 1-point UConn lead now.
And as I said, Jim Calhoun jacking guys quickly. You know he's going to come out on that play. Josh Boone. He fell asleep. Set play. Nelson has walked twice on his play and hits the shot.
Well, they owed him one after that last one wasn't a turnover.
He was moving his feet looking for somebody to pass to, and finally being wide open takes the jumper.
Ben Wilson.
He tried to shoot the Rudy Gay fall-away jumper.
This is Lucius Jordan, who had the first 5 of the game for the Great Danes.
Hanging in here very nicely in this ball game. Get that over Josh Boone, but does it anyway.
And it last touched Boone. Coming in, Hilton Armstrong, starting center. They call him just strong around UConn.
You know, one of the things that you can't take away from this UConn team, we all knew what a great defender Emeka Okafor was, but 5 years in a row they've led the nation in shot blocking. It's amazing. Great aspect and allows them to be much more aggressive. This is not backcourt. Allows them to be much more aggressive out on the perimeter because they know if somebody penetrates, they're going to be shot blockers back there waiting for them.
4 straight years they produced the Big East Defender of the Year. 2 years it was Okafor. Then last year Boone, this year Armstrong. Jordan with the 3 that ties the game.
That's his second from that distance.
With 5:40 to go in the first half, the Great Danes.
Ooh, I thought Armstrong was going to take a jumper himself. This has been outstanding man-to-man defense by Albany.
Trying to become the greatest dog in the history of the tournament to win a game. The 16th never beaten a one. Dennis Brown. And he bangs home a 3 of his own.
He is really playing good basketball.
Yeah, what? This last month he's been something else.
You know what he's playing like? He's playing like he's played for Canada international ball, where he's one of the top international players.
Wilson, nice square up there. 2-point basket.
Well, he had Nelson out beyond the area where Nelson normally defends.
Well, you keep wondering, is it going to be that big spurt, that big stretch by the Huskies, the big guys? And here's a foul called against Siggers of Albany.
Jim, one of the things that I don't think that Connecticut will wear this team down. They've got about 8 or 9 deep, does Albany, and pretty good athletically.
We were profiling Albany a little bit earlier. Perhaps in athletics, that one of the things as Josh Boone comes back, they've been best known for. They host the New York Giants football training camp every summer. That's where the Giants train. And they take that gym, that floor, where Albany plays its home games, as Rashad Anderson misses his first try of the game. And they use the floor and the surrounding areas as the Giants' locker room at training camp.
And some of these players get an opportunity to apprentice there.
Yep, like Jamar Wilson. So the Huskies being pushed, even though they're shooting 73%. And this is going to be a foul against Albany and Lucius Jordan.
Jordan was right, first. He was right down there on Brown, but reached in.
Story here, UConn hitting shots when it doesn't turn it over. 10 turnovers, but shooting 79%, leading by only 1. Coming back in, the starter, Brian Lillis at the off guard.
But Jim, you know, when you give it up 10 times, 10 possessions, you know, there's a situation, even if you're shooting 50%. 10
points.
Yeah, there's 10.
Anderson. And Williams saves it, but not really. Into the arms of Jamar Wilson. Tries to scoop it, but Armstrong got a piece of the hand. Well, the winner of this game takes on the winner of Kentucky UAB on this floor in Philadelphia on Sunday. Armstrong's first foul in Jamar Wilson.
The young man from the Bronx, you can tell he's played a lot of city basketball. You know, he just created a shot on that move, shooting 84% from the foul line.
Ties the game with that one. One more.
17-7 points per game. He's an outstanding player, and as we said, the conference player of the year.
Levi Levine back in. Brent Wilson sits. And Jamar Wilson, as you said, Billy, conference player of the year out of the America East. Something that Taylor Coppenrath had been laying claim to in recent years.
Levine has had his biggest games against Big East team Syracuse. He's had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals one time, 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 steals another. So Big East fair is not something bothersome.
Great Danes are back in front.
See it? It's a little zone action right now. 2-3 zone.
They took Jamar Wilson out. They bring Yachty back in. Here he is, 14. The top of that zone.
It's a matchup 2-3 zone.
They have not played zone all year till today. And the shot chased down by Yachty. They had to learn it this week. Boy, Lillis hit the floor and went sliding, but he's fine. Back up.
Gay's kind of laughing because it was a slight trip. You know, that maneuver where they set the back screen for Zollner on the roll, I wonder when they're going to do that again, because he's open twice.
That's double dribble. Got 2 hands on it, Lillis. However, as we go to the break, that's right. It's Albany in front. Zollner doing it up on the inside.
The first day, huh?
Well, the Big East was 0-3 day 1, but 3 wins late this afternoon, and now UConn in action. As we've got the Big East against the America East here, and the America East champion Albany Great Danes not only hanging with them, but leading.
There's that 2-3 zone. That was the first time that something happened easy, and I think that we're going to see the zone go away.
Boone gives UConn the lead back. Josh Boone with a little soft hook has given UConn the lead by 1 with under 3 minutes to go in the half. Huskies shooting over 80%, but have turned it over 10 times. Here's a turnover by Albany. 2-on-1. Denham Brown goes driving through, and it's a block call against Albany. It sure looked like the defender had the position there.
Well, I think that the pass could have been made here to Boone on the other side. He really never established a defensive position, Jay.
Yeah, when you see the second look at it, I agree. Brent Wilson now with 2, and Denham Brown to the line.
If you establish the position, then you can be moving your feet, but he never really had one. But I thought that Denham Brown should have thrown that ball up in the air to Boone, who was coming down on a break on the other side.
So Brown again giving them a boost off the bench. Or actually starting and then replaced early. You know, you think about Denham Brown as you see Jamar Wilson coming back in. Denham Brown and Rashad Anderson really kind of play the same position. You know, well, 2 of them are so similar. They can both. And Anderson comes off the bench.
And, you know, they can do that when they play them both at the same time. You've got your wings manned by 2 guys that just can light it up from the outside. He's an 85% free throw shooter. And now he's really playing some good defense as well. Tried to turn that corner so quickly.
Tie up as Denham Brown reaches in. Jump ball arrow goes to Albany.
That's a tough break for Wilson there. He turned the corner and had the corner made, but he just slipped. Feet came out from underneath him.
He's faked himself out a couple of times in this first half. And he just keeps going. He's just always jumping, very jumpy.
He's not taking any lip from Denham Brown either. You know, to put in perspective, this club was in the Elite 8 of Division III in 1994.
And they go through all the processes from Division III, Division II, NAIA in their past as well.
Division I in 2000, so quite a leap.
Lillis, good move. Right spin, too.
Very tough shot.
1-point game for UConn. Pass over the top. Boone lost it for a moment.
Might have been 3 seconds, not called.
Talk about Albany. They had a coach there for some 40 years, Richard Doc Sowers, with over 700 wins. He's now the women's golf coach.
That's a nice way to retire.
Yeah, but now the retired legendary coach, who was there when they first started the transition up the ladder to Division I before retiring in '96.
Right, he was in Division III, Division II, NAIA. So he went through the whole circuit there.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 37 and a half. Toss it out high, and it's stripped away from Armstrong. Albany can take the lead with a minute 30 to go in the half. Oh, how did that go in? He threw the pass, and it was tapped somehow off the glass and in by Zollner.
Zollner just got a hand on it, and the English and the spin was perfect.
And everyone on their feet, and Kentucky fans, UAB fans in the arena cheering it on as well. Back comes Marcus Williams, and UConn regains the lead by 1.
Wanting to spread things out, utilize as much of the clock as possible. You know Jamar Wilson's going to have the ball in his hands.
Will Brown hollering instructions to his point guard, who waits until 14 seconds on the shot clock. Now driving and spinning. Look with the left hand, tipped around out to Marcus Williams.
And he's got an opportunity now to wait on Josh Boone, get the last shot. Jim Calhoun wants a timeout.
And it is given, granted, to the Huskies, who are in for a fight tonight. A little Friday night fight in Philadelphia. A 1 seed and a mighty underdog. A Great Dane, in fact. And UConn leads about 1.
I've been in the zone. Let's see if Coach will go ahead and take a chance. Coach Brown right now will take a chance and go back to the man-to-man. Looks like he's setting up for the 2-3 zone again with a little matchup. And as he told us yesterday, we just don't play zone. Maybe he was trying to fake us out a little bit too.
Said they hadn't played it all year.
That's right.
Had to put it in this week. It's the only way he said we could stay with them. They did not want to get their big man zoner in any kind of early foul trouble.
Yep. They showed the zone now as the clock is winding down. They went back to man-to-man.
In fact, Zollner with no personal fouls in this half. 8 seconds to go before the intermission. Williams, Jordan defending. Boom, looking for baseline. Zollner blocks. UConn leads, but it's nothing easy about it. The 1 seed leads by 1. CBS Sports exclusive coverage continues after this word and a message from your local station. Our 25th year on the road to the Final Four.
Pesky and active defensively, but a lot of those 11 turnovers have been just carelessness with the ball.
Yeah, all of the 116 games in this tournament have been pretty close up into the halftime. You got to expect UConn's going to
The Great Danes have been really great so far. Meanwhile, out in Dayton, George Mason.
Nail biter in Philadelphia. UConn leading, coming out late, 31-30.
The 2006 Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year. The new Nissan Xterra. Show us your X.
Danes kicking field goals on 53rd Street with the Indianapolis Colts tonight.
This winter, get the safety of all-wheel drive, the security of a no-charge 3-year premium maintenance plan, and the comfort of no-charge leather seating. For a limited time, lease the Ford 500 or Freestyle for just $259 a month. Ford 500, named a top safety pick from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. 500 and Freestyle, nicely equipped at just $259 a month. See your Tri-State quality Ford dealer today.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. I'm sorry, dude. It's not gonna work out.
Esteban. You know, thousands of youngsters long to express their hearts through the gift of music. Hello, this is Esteban with some exciting news.
You gonna teach Dwayne how to play?
No, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Three luxury utility vehicles. One distinct philosophy. At your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Lexus dealer.
CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the Men's Basketball Championship is sponsored by Powerade, Southwest Airlines, Taco Bell, and by Chevrolet.
Second half about to begin here in Philadelphia. First half numbers, well, turnovers, a big part of the story. UConn hitting almost 2 of 3 shots
But Jim, they're making their shots, but they're turning it over due to Albany's steals and just careless ball handling on the part of Connecticut. And those extra possessions is what yielded Albany an opportunity to stay right in this ball game. There was Zollner on that back screen, who picked up 2 nice baskets on that very same offensive maneuver.
Zollner with 8 points going against Hilton Armstrong, who was shut out in that first half.
I'll tell you another thing. When you talk about stats that really impressed me in the case of Zollner, he has no personal fouls, and he played 18 minutes in that game. Now you're talking about going up against guys on all sides of him. That's a terrific first half by the big guy.
Didn't see a whole lot of passion coming out of UConn's effort in that first half, Billy.
No, I thought that they came out early with no respect whatsoever for Albany. Start throwing the ball all over the lot. Weren't solid. They got him in trouble.
Armstrong has it taken right away by Lillis.
I don't know if he knew that Lillis was underneath him on that play.
That's happened a number of times in this game by all of the Great Danes, just reaching in. Saw the steals at halftime. That's now 8 steals on the game. Can they continue to stay with them? That's Boone reaching around, getting a steal of his own.
Albany does a lot better when they get the ball to Jamar Wilson and let him initiate the offense.
And again, they're going to make a quick sub on the UConn side. Adrian about to check in. And as the game opened with a Gay jumper, Rooney hits the first basket of the second half.
And that may be against a box in 1 or a triangle in 2. Watch him the next time down the floor. Look at Gay getting very aggressive out there. You don't see that kind of emotion out of him very often.
Zollner back in an Armstrong. Ball squirts loose to Marcus Williams, where he's so dangerous on the run. Sets it up, Denham Brown corner. Zollner's pass almost picked, but it's going back to the Great Danes, and Adrian is coming in for Armstrong. Jamar Wilson, you said he must handle it, Billy.
Yeah, when he has the ball in his hands, they really initiate their offense well. Now, Lillis is doing that. Denham Brown, here's Wilson. They seem to do so much better when he's got it.
Lillis with a spin move and a dunk. Zollner puts it up and in. Set up by Lillis.
Nice job by Zollner not to charge on that play as well.
That's going to be on Lillis. Block foul.
Good recognition on Gay. He knew that the defender Lillis was going to come up and try to draw the charge and run around him nicely.
Billy, can you imagine if they can continue to hang in there, let's say at the 10-minute mark, what this crowd will be like?
Well, you can tell going out at halftime, the people were on their feet over there in the Kentucky contingency, as well as UAB, everybody else rooting for Albany, no question about it.
This a foul on Lillis, his third.
And that hurts him because Lillis has been really aggressive on both ends of the floor, getting a lot of loose balls, making a lot of things happen positively for his team. Zigger's going to take his place.
So Zigger's back in, number 1. Lillis had 2 fouls in an 8-second span. Remember, he tried to draw the charge. Then Brown, they got a squeeze on him. And a loose ball out to Albany. Jordan puts it up and in the back in front.
Second time tonight he's used the rim.
Denham Brown right back. Transition game for UConn. Brown doesn't drop. Tipped away, and it's going to Albany.
Jordan boxed out 2 Connecticut players, Josh Boone and Adrian, and he gave up probably between the 2 of them, let's say, 3, 6, 9 inches, and still was able to retrieve that ball.
We will not be in awe of UConn, said Coach Will Brown. We will play as loose as we have all season. We're not the hunted, we're the hunter, is what he said for the first time all year.
Ooh, Jordan missed Zollner early.
Well, he's got him now. He's backing in. Will that be offensive? It's going to be on UConn.
Wow.
It's going to be on Josh Brown. His second.
Boone had good position there. Zollner, I thought, put that shoulder into him, and he got by with it.
When he lowered that shoulder, I thought that call would go against Zollner. Now inbound underneath.
I'll tell you, they're playing right behind Zollner, so Albany can get him the ball anytime they want to.
Jamar Wilson back to Zoner in the dunk and they're up 3.
As I said, whenever they get the ball in Jamar Wilson's hands, good things happen. He really can play under control despite all that quickness. And let's see this defense.
They converge to Gay, and they steal it from Gay. Lucius Jordan with the theft. Pull up 3. No. Tipped up. No. UConn, Adrian underneath, and he is fouled by the Great Danes.
Jim Calhoun is already out to half court to call timeout. He has seen enough, and his club is really frustrating him tonight. Beautiful pick and roll is on.
The last foul was on Siggers of Albany. It'll be UConn ball, but it's Albany's lead in the second half.
Available features like 8-way power heated driver's seat, Bose premium sound system, and remote start with climate control. Introducing the all-new Impala. It's a whole new animal. Chevy Impala, an American revolution.
Yeah, no, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm getting on. I totally spaced on that one. That was bad.
Let's just use your Capital One no hassle card.
Protect yourself with Capital One's low rates and great rewards.
I am so good.
What's in your wallet?
You're changed, man.
How's that?
You got off that train back there, you did 2 things you never done before. At least not at the same time. You shook my hand, and then you looked me square in the eye. Where'd that come from?
They're coming. 2.5 million people who want great taste from their light beer. And they are angry. Check that. They actually look kind of happy. Huh. A taste revolution is brewing.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, fly to 61 destinations for just $49 to $159.
Jump in and buckle up with the teams of the Amazing Race.
Let's see how fast you are.
And speed around Germany's world-famous test track. A new Amazing Race, CBS Tuesday.
Over 140 million viewers make CBS the place for the best drama, comedy, news, sports, and reality. CBS, America's most watched network.
The Albany fans, they can't sit. Why not us? That cheer has spread from the locker room. It was first the thought of that phrase from Eric Eaton, one of the assistants to Coach Will Brown, and now the student section reminding the players during every break, every opportunity, why not us? Why not us? Why can't we be the first ever to defeat a #1 seed coming from the 16th position? Never been done. 0-87 in the history of the tournament.
Look at Rosales is playing. He's playing a one-man zone back in here, and they don't see any weak side help coming. Connecticut on a very soft pass inside.
14 turnovers committed by the Huskies.
Jim, you wonder if all of a sudden there'll be some concern on this Connecticut team's players' faces when they just can't pull this game away.
Man, that's knocked out by UConn. Every minute, you keep thinking we might be sitting on some history here. I know it's still 16-19 on the clock, but they show no signs of caving in to the weight of this moment.
It wasn't a 1-16, but I can remember that Georgetown-Princeton game, and that's what this one reminds me a little of. Who would have ever thought? Certainly I wouldn't have.
Jordan back out to Jamar Wilson, the creator, as you described.
Yeah, he has really been solid.
Siggers driving on Williams. Off the glass, and they're now in front by 5. They're trying to beat him down the floor quickly. Gay puts up the quick shot and rebound by Albany.
I tell you, Connecticut cannot get into any rhythm at all. They started the game off with frenetic play, trying to make home run hits on tough passes, and now they're trying to get back what is only a 5-point lead, and there they throw it away.
Siggers doubled up, back to the corner zoner.
Siggers did a good job. Looked like that ball was going to be taken away. How much comfort do you have when Wilson has the ball in his hands?
Well, he is totally comfortable with the bigness of this. Here he is inside underneath with the trees off the glass. Can you imagine that shot? Their largest lead of the game. They lead by 7.
No way Connecticut could ever expected this.
No one in America except this Albany team.
Oh, up and down. That's a jump ball.
And the arrow belongs to the Great Danes. We're going to have a break in the action with 15:04 to go.
Jim, they're trying to do it all one-on-one instead of as a team.
That was an awesome show.
Awesome.
Hey, would you mind?
No problem.
Me too. So, are you the bass player or the drummer?
I'm not in the band. I'm just here for the Bud Light. Whose pen?
Johnny! Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Who's Todd Schischler?
In leadership, no word is more important than trust. You can trust Chevy, the brand more Americans choose.
See why during the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. Like Silverado half-ton crew cab with more interior room than Ford F-150 Super Crew. Get a 2006 Chevy Silverado half-ton crew cab LS 2-wheel drive starting at $22,990 after cash back. Or get it for less during the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. See your local Chevy dealer.
For me, buying a home is more than the number of bedrooms and bathrooms.
Can't imagine making a purchase like that without having someone you can trust.
Somebody with integrity protecting you.
Ethics are crucial.
Honesty and dependability.
I can't call myself a realtor unless I complete ethics training.
Realtors adhere to a strict code of ethics, so you know you'll be treated honestly. Ask if your agent is a realtor, a member of the National Association of Realtors.
They live and work by a code of ethics, and that was really important to me.
I won't take all that they hand me down, 'cause once I get started I go to town. 'Cause I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. And I don't want to live my life like everybody else. And I don't want to live my life like everybody else. And I don't want to live my life like everybody else. 'Cause I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. 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 Like everybody else.
You see the game summary. Albany is on a 10-0 run and enjoying the biggest lead of the game on their side of 7 with possession.
14 turnovers to 5. Jamar Wilson has been the guy to be responsible why Albany only has 5 turnovers. He sets up their offense, and he's got the ball right now. Denham Brown has his hands full.
Their first ever appearance in the NCAA tournament, and what a memorable appearance it's turning out to be. The first SUNY school ever to play in the tournament, State University of New York.
Connecticut picking up defensive intensity. Their problem has been down the other end of the floor. Every time a man touches the ball, he thinks he has to make a big play. Ziggers has got good position down the low post with Williams on.
2 on the shot clock. They have to take it. They get it away. It's that kind of a night. Ziggers, by a split second, beats the shot clock, and it's a double-digit lead.
How about the presence of mind of Wilson Wilson on that dish.
Just caught it and released it right away. Totally aware. Siggers reaches in, the arrow back to UConn, but again, every time they put the ball on the floor, Albany's there to meet them.
Jim, what's happening with Connecticut, and I've never seen them go this way. Any man that touches the ball tries to win the game on that play in his possession. Very little passing, no screening, and no good floor position in case his shot goes up.
Rashad Anderson is in. There he is with the ball. This is a key figure in this half.
There's that zone again.
If the Huskies are to mount the comeback, they must have to avoid what would be, Billy, the biggest upset in the history of the tournament.
Without question.
Denham Brown with a three, back to the rim, and Albany rebound.
That's not the shot that you want against that zone. And how about Coach Brown yesterday said, we've never played zone. They're playing it pretty good tonight. I'm impressed with Ziggers and the fact that he can take people off the dribble and make that great shot.
Jordan on the drive. Lost it for a moment. They call it travel. Hilton Armstrong's coming back in for UConn. CBS Sports Line, your destination. Complete tournament coverage, brackets, video highlights, expert analysis, CBSSportsLine.com. UConn scoreless for the last 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
Jim, this Albany team started the season 2-6. This is some way ended. They've lost 3 overtime games this year.
21-10 overall.
They are playing some kind of game tonight.
Williams left open, and he takes advantage with a three.
Much calmer looking shot.
That breaks a 13-0 run. I mean, it's just unimaginable that Albany would be able to pin a 13-0 run on UConn, much less lead this game in the second half by 7.
Another thing that's unimaginable, they are out rebounding Connecticut in this game.
Mar Wilson answers back with another three.
Nobody was on him.
Backing in, and the shot up and good. Josh Boone.
1 pass, 1 shot. You notice the difference? Not much movement there.
Wilson able to break the pressure alone. Puts it up, and the call is going to be on UConn.
I think it's going to be on Hilton Armstrong.
His second.
Good bounce by Wilson. Not afraid to take it down inside, much like Kyle Lowry from Villanova. Takes it right into the teeth of the defense and creates a shot. Armstrong never squared up on him.
They just keep going, talking about Albany. Break to break. Not letting them cut into that lead.
Well, again, 85% free throw shooter and a tremendous floor general.
Rudy Gay back in, and Austrie, the freshman guard.
Now you're going to see 2 point guards on the floor at the same time. Jim Calhoun trying to get something going. It's been revolving doors in his lineup.
He took Rashad Anderson out. He wasn't in there long, Billy. He has not scored in this game tonight. That's a big part of the subplot.
Let's see what happens now. He's got 2 point guards in the game. So he's taken out his 2 primary wing shooters and gone with 2 point guards. Jim Calhoun trying anything.
And there's the shot up.
Not a good shot. Hit somebody on the foot, and I think it was on him.
But we'll say it again for those of you just joining us. We've said it all night long. The 16 has never beaten a 1. 0-87 in the history of a 64-team tournament field.
How about a guy coaching his first game in the NCAA tournament going up against a Hall of Famer and doing the job?
Down low and a foul call. It's going to be on Zollner. Now let's see. It's called on Levine. Connecticut 30% this half, and they're down a 10-point margin.
Nothing is more powerful than the truth, and the truth is more Americans choose Chevy than any other brand.
See why during the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. Check out Chevy Cobalt LS with an EPA estimated 34 highway miles per gallon. Get a 2006 Cobalt LS Coupe with an MSRP starting at $12,990. Or get it for less during the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. See your local Chevy dealer.
Some things you just can't copy. Like Wendy's Spicy Chicken Sandwich. A big, juicy, whole chicken breast filet. Covered with our own fiery blend of cayenne, chili peppers, and spices. For more meat and more heat. Satisfy your craving for spicy with Wendy's original Spicy Chicken Sandwich. Don't clown around with copies. Do Wendy's. Do what tastes right.
5, 4, and the crowd goes wild.
Let's put your kids' dreams within reach. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
Shop today and you could instantly win a VIP trip to the 2007 NCAA Men's Final Four or one of millions of Lowe's prize cards.
Good news. I got promoted.
Better news. They got DirecTV.
My new office has a clear view for miles.
My DirecTV has 155 crystal clear channels.
I have a $1,700 expense account.
I have over 1,700 movies every month.
I meet with the CEO every Friday.
I meet the Fockers whenever I want.
I just got an assistant.
I just got 3 months of HBO, Star, Showtime, and Cinemax for free.
Can you give me the number for DirecTV?
No.
I don't think she heard me.
Get over 155 channels for $29.99 a month. That's half the price of cable. Call 1-800-DirecTV.